Episode of the F1 2017 career mode here on F1 2017. It's season 8, it's round 4, it's the Russian Grand Prix, and hopefully we can have some moderate success around here after, not exactly doing that well. In Bahrain, I say we didn't do that well. We had a fantastic start. Alright, it was an amazing start, we were doing really well. And then the pace just sort of dies as the race goes on. It's really frustrating when stuff like that's happening, because you feel like you're doing really well. You're going to get something awesome out of this, and then all of a sudden it all goes to pot. So yeah. It's just one of the things. But like I said, we came home in a strong 7th, so I can't be too disappointed with that. I mean, I definitely enjoyed it. It was definitely one of the more enjoyable Bahrain Grand Prix that I have done of late. But yeah, here today we are starting 8th. I think we started 8th. I can't remember. But we're in Russia. We're hoping for a good result here, and I forgot to change the colours of my helmet. Damn it. I will do that after this race. Let's go to the race. So here at Sochi, at the, it's the Sochi Autodrome, isn't it? Technically, it's the scene of the 2014 Winter Olympics. Obviously now converted into a full-time F1 track. And oh my god, it's raining, what the hell?
Well then, after an exciting
I was not expecting this today.
Let's take a look at how the cars line up. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And Kimi Raikkonen
1/10 separates the two Ferraris. That could be interesting. Ricciardo, though, half a second back. Red Bull definitely seems to have the measure of Mercedes at the minute, but once again, Mercedes just dropping further and further back. And I was right. I'm starting 8th.
Van Dorn, Nico Hulkenberg, and Massa, Sainz,
where's my teammate? Oh no, he's 13th.
And Daniel Kvyat, Wehrlein, and Lance Stroll rounds off the grid.
And of course, Lance Stroll's at the back of the grid because, of course, the Williams car is absolutely dog awful. Not just in 2017, but in real life 2018 as well. So, oh, hello. Right. This is interesting. Guys, we have rain throughout the whole race. Not quite sure what this means. I have not had a full wet race for a very long time. Oh. Try the one stopper. I mean, tyres will get there, no problem. Right, so let's get on with this then. We've got a wet race here today at Sochi. We're starting at P8. Hopefully we can get... Our starts always seem to be a bit boggy, but other than that, if we can get a... survive what is technically turn 1 to me, it's just a kink. But here we go, the 5 lights countdown in Sochi, in Russia, on this very wet day at the Black Sea. Here we go, and away we go. Oh, not too bad. Verstappen already on my inside. Oh my god, I'm in between 2 cars. Verstappen's dive bombing with me. And once again, we're up into P6. That's only because we made up 2 positions. Started P8, we're now P6. May have to do some fuel saving around. Of course, it's rain, you use more fuel for pure traction reasons. It's going to be interesting to see. Like I said, I don't know what my pace is going to be like, because I think I'm not really that good in the wet around here. So it's going to be... I keep saying it's going to be interesting. This race is an unknown because I don't know what's going to happen. Season 8, Round 4. Like I said, we're points, which is where we want to be. Of course, we're lacking power at the minute because we haven't touched the engine since we arrived at Renault from the Hungarian Grand Prix last season. We've just been focusing purely on aerodynamics. Of course, we've upgraded for the chassis that will arrive in Canada. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that will do, because of course the chassis needs work as well. Look at this race. It's very... Oh, well, nothing if we miss our braking point like that. If we got just caught in the dirty air there of Perez, sent us wide to a corner, and of course that's not really giving us the traction we wanted to get Perez, but we are closing in on him. We're stream. Can we make a move on Perez into turn 1? It's going to have to be a late one. Can we do it? I'm going for it, because otherwise I'm going to hit this back end, and we are through. We're up in place, we're chasing down Lewis Hamilton. Let's get off the curb, shall we? So I think, of course, it's a Ferrari 1-2, Ricardo Hamilton 4th, so the Ferraris probably run away like they always do for, what, 4 or 5 seasons? No one's really been able to about them, except us when in Season 6. But even then, this bit was a massive struggle. If we hadn't got them wins in Monza and Singapore, it would have been a lot more comfortable, but yeah, we definitely deserve to be champion, I think, with how we held on and whatnot. Really dominant. But of course, now that things are more relaxed, we're at Red Bull. We're at Renault. Just because they got the same engine doesn't mean the same team names, come on. Car turned in. Vettel does a 52.0. What do? We do a 53.4. Interesting. Oh, best friends in a good mood. That's good. Sorry about that. Right, anyway, let's continue. So, are we able to close on Lewis Hamilton? Are we able to close on Ricciardo? I think the Ferraris at this minute in time are not getting away. Of course, the wet weather could play into the hands of the Red Bull. Maybe it neutralises Ferrari's superiority. Maybe they're just that dominant in the drive. I don't really know what they're like in the rain, if I'm brutally honest. But I reckon the race will come to the Ferraris and they'll just scarper off in the distance. Ideally, I want to, like I say, if our pace stays like this, then obviously we have a strong chance here today of possibly nicking a podium. But like I said, we've just got to be consistent. Like I said, as well, of course, we are not using flashbacks now. Well, apart from Monaco, for penalties and incidents and stuff like that. Just because, you know, it's Monaco and I'm just so crap around there. It's the worst track of the year for me. But I enjoy it so much because of how tight and narrow it is, but I just hate how rubbish I am around there. But we've still got a few races to go. Well, a couple of races to go. Well, one after Spain next time out. Definitely seem like I'm closing on Hamilton. Yeah, guys, my best friend asked me to be his best man a few weeks ago, which is kind of why I've not been streaming as much. Obviously, he lives about 2 hours away from where I am, and like I say, he The situation that we find ourselves in is a little strange. Oh! I think a Ferrari's out, or was it Ricciardo? It's Daniel Ricciardo, he's got an issue. Oh, he's hit Hamilton! He's hit Hamilton, I think Ricciardo's got a puncture. No, Ricciardo's out of the race, something broke on the car, and he is out, and we have got a VSC, so we're going to pop it into the lead. Has Hamilton got wing damage? Let's just slow this buggy right down, shall we? My teammate, oh, it's Red Bull. Yeah, sorry, I saw a flash of yellow. I was thinking it was my teammate after starting 13th. No, it's Verstappen.
VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Okay, clear.
Here we go, we return to racing speed. How much damage has Hamilton got? If he has to pit, that has ruined his race. Don't know what was Ricciardo. If Ricciardo was retiring, he should have pulled over, but he didn't do that. Look at that. Oh, that's a late braking move. Down the outside of Lewis Hamilton. I think he has got quite a lot of wing damage. You can see it on the... what was it from his angle? I think it's the right? Is it right or left? I think it might be left, actually. I don't know anymore. Yeah, it's his left front. His left front wing, and he peels off. Yep, Hamilton's going into the pits. That is definitely not what Mercedes need. Mercedes have been very average of late, and it is a shame that that has been the case. So you want Mercedes up there challenging Ferrari, having a ding-dong battle. Hasn't really happened since season 2. So Mercedes have just kind of not really done anything. I mean, they won the first 2 seasons with Bottas winning 2017 and Hamilton winning 2018 quite comfortably. Then all of a sudden Ferrari arrive at season 3. Boom. Dominance from there on in from the Maranello outfit. There we go, got another message. Here we go, lap 5 out of 53. But yeah, as I was saying about my friend, my other friends have sort of rejected him, so yeah, and he's obviously moved out of the town that I'm in. So it's a little strange. I mean, so I do visit him as often as I can, and of course at the minute it's a case of we game together like every night. So usually where I've been streaming, it's just been a case of like, look at that, we're absolutely streaming away from the guys behind. Daniel Ricciardo, the first casualty of this race, was 6.4 behind the Ferraris. Are we making any headway? If not, then this is going to be a very lonely race. Raikkonen's a 51.9. Didn't expect to be third round here. 6.6, so I lost 2 tenths. Not good. But hey, I'll take P3 any day of the week. We're trying to be the best of the rest, and scoring solid points is what we can do. Yeah, it definitely looks like we're losing time to the Ferraris, as expected, to be honest. So it's just a question now of trying to see what we can get from this race. trying to make sure we don't make any mistakes, don't cut the corners, because of course this track is very sweeping and it's very easy to do, especially in the dry. In the wet, you probably get given a bit more leeway. Lap 25 is when we pit. Ferrari's definitely putting down the gauntlet now. We do improve to a 52.4. We're pulling away from Perez, so that has to be a. It's good. It's good, that's for sure. And so we've got a full wet race here, so we're on intermediates for the whole race. So I'm not going to give up on those Ferraris. I'm going to keep pushing as hard as I can.
Okay, gap ahead is.
That's it. I reckon there's going to be quite a few people that will two-stop, you know. Of course, I'm on the one-stopper, so you never know if a safety car comes out or anything. Things could change, and that's when you try and think of something new, something that can give you an advantage. Ferraris are going faster and faster. Is this our best lap of the race? Definitely feels like it should be. Damn it, it's not. That's frustrating. Two Ferraris running away, line astern. We've pulled away 2 tenths on that lap from Sergio Perez. That's 2 tenths quicker than we've gone before in the first sector. That's it. Hopefully, the more we drive around, the more we'll feel comfortable, the more we'll pick up faster racing lines, the more we'll cut corners like that. Here we go. Like I said, 3rd place in the Renault season 8. We spent half a season at Renault already. After spending the second half of season 7 there, we came 3rd in the championship, believe it or not. And we've actually gone purple in the middle sector. What is that about? Ferrari's improved to 51.7. I think I'm about to improve to a 58.0. Provided I didn't lose all that time there. There's a 52.1. It's not that bad. 3 tenths per second. The gap is 8.3. Gap 4.9 to Perez though, so we pulled at least 7 tenths on that lap. So that was a really good lap from us. feel like we've been robbed of a interesting battle between ourselves and Hamilton and Ricciardo. Of course, Hamilton's at the back of the field. He's going to be racing through on fresh inters. Of course, Ricciardo's out of the race now. So not long left of this race. It's 53 laps. They should fly by, even though we are lapping in the 150. So there again, it might not.
Gap to car in front is 8.4 seconds.
Yep, 8.4 seconds. Just trying to get the buggy slowed down. We're 5.5 in front of Perez, so we've definitely got a spurt on. Ferrari's lapping very consistently in the 150 1.7s. I don't think that was exactly a strong end to the lap, but Perez, I think, is definitely holding up the field at the minute. We've lost a tenth to Perez in that final sector. So you've got Bottas, Verstappen. Who else would be in that queue? Ocon, maybe? It's hard to keep talking because there's nothing much happening in the minute. The Ferraris are pulling away. We're pulling away from the cars behind. So we've still got 15 laps before we pit. Oh my god, Raikkonen! Finally, that's a hell of a lap. 51.3. .6 between Perez. I said that Mercedes engine is helping Perez stay in front of Verstappen. Just trying to be consistent. Too many little, you can make little errors, but you don't want to. I don't want any corner cuts. Oh god, we lost 3 tenths in that first sector. So it is usually that time of the race where the AI tends to turn up the wick. So I think we're definitely in that zone now. And I'm being caught. I'm definitely being caught. Okay. Interesting. 9.5.
1 seconds.
Remains 5.2 between myself and Perez.
Raikkonen's taken the lead.
Raikkonen's taking the lead off Vettel. Interesting. Raikkonen pulled away because he did go like 3/10 quicker than Vettel at one point. So has Vettel got an issue, or did Vettel make a mistake? But obviously those two battling has allowed me to catch up a little bit. I don't think it's going to last for much longer though.
Vehicle is looking really good. You're managing it well.
Two Ferraris once again line astern, so Vettel's going to pick up the slipstream off Raikkonen. Raikkonen does a 51.0. Do a 51.9, so we've broken into the 151s. Now, we're lapping. We've just basically kept the same gap to Sebastian Vettel. Has Vettel got an issue? Purple in the first sector. We lost attempts to Vettel though, so brief hope of catching him is over. Go offline, cool the tyres a little bit.
Our gap to the car in front is 9.3 seconds.
Don't like that Perez is catching me ever so slightly. Need to find little ways of making up time so it doesn't become too much of a problem. Improved to a 51.890. Let's have a look. Dear, some people. Right. There we go. Our fuel is sort of stagnated, so if I wanted to, I could use Rich Mix a little bit. But I don't really want to use it, if I'm brutally honest. Let's have a look. The gap. So Raikkonen has got a bit of a gap to Sebastian Vettel. It's probably about 1.5 seconds, something like that. Come on, get turned in. There we go. That's going to lose us some time. The gap is down to 4.6, so we're being hauled in. So we are, well, we're not going to have the most boring race as I thought. But of course, with it raining already, there's no DRS, so everything that's going to happen is going to happen without overtaking aids. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, of course, you know, unfortunately, that means, you know, we're in a bad position anyway, because, you know, we haven't exactly got the best power coming from the engine. Hopefully after not the upgrade we're getting, or the one after, but the one after that will be the first engine upgrade. But of course, because it costs so much, it takes time to put the upgrades on. Going to 51.7, gap is 10.2, gap between me and Perez is 4.6.
Keep pushing.
So my teammate Nico Hulkenberg only has 3 points this season. So, you know, it's not exactly... I mean, I've been scoring all the points despite retiring from the first race of the season. We just need Nico to be more consistent. Or for Renault not to put him on ridiculous strategies. He could have got a point last time out in Bahrain, because he was on the fresher tyres, he was creeping up to the back of everyone, he just didn't have enough time to do anything about it. And like I say guys, we'll be staying at Renault until either Force India, Ferrari or Mercedes offer us a deal. And we're a long way away from that happening at the minute, so we're just solely focused on getting this car further up the order in the R&D standings, because I'd say up the order, but we're running third, so we're not doing too bad. The gap now is 4.2 still. The first sector, it's that first sector where he's making time on me. Somewhere I'm losing time, but I don't quite know where. Ah, damn it. Trying to find little bits that I can to... What's the gap now? 3.7. So, yep, we have just lost half a second trying to find a way of... It's that first sector that's killing us at the minute. Might have to start using rich mix down the main straight. That was 3.3. It's another 4/10. It's 1.1 seconds already on this lap that he's took out of me. So I do need to find the. Do need to get that time back. Really. Still got a long way to go before our pit stop. What's the gap now? 3.4.
Faster than us by around 1 second per lap.
Yep, that was a bad lap from us. So we're running Rich Mix down to main straight now. Hopefully it'll give us a bit of a boost. Oh, damn it. Drifted a bit wider than I would have liked. 2.8, not good enough, not good enough.
This rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future.
So we're definitely being caught by Perez. Keep hold of your hats, guys. This race is not going to be nearly as comfortable as I first thought. And of course, me and Perez, if you've been watching this career mode from the start, we have a bit of a checkered history. He made me retire from the Australian Grand Prix in my first race at Red Bull in Season 6. I was on course for victory, and unfortunately, we smashed into him. Perez will be gaining confidence in the fact that he can see that I'm getting bigger and bigger, especially when we go through the first sector. Trying to lift because I can't take it full pelt. I feel the car wanted to run wide and I don't want it to. Hello, gap's 3.1. That was probably one of the best first sectors we've done. If Perez made a mistake somewhere. We're 8 tenths up on this lap. We definitely nailed that middle sector somehow. Don't think it's going to be 8 tenths now, but... go across the line. Oh, it is 8 tenths. We do a 50.8. Considering Raikkonen's just done a very low 1 minute 50, to be 8 tenths of a second off that time, to be fair, it's not that bad. Definitely right behind Perez again. Of course, we've got one of my favourite tracks on the F1 calendar. Well, on this game anyway, Spain. We always tend to try something a little different there. go. We're 15.3 behind Vettel. We are 3.3 behind Perez. We're starting to pull away again from Perez, so the whole plan of using rich mix down the main straight is working. Turns in nicely. Gap to 4 seconds. Verstappen's passed. Oh, interesting. Verstappen has passed Perez. That's because I think Perez is either locked up or he's pitted. I fully expect that Red Bull to catch me more quickly than that Force India was doing. Oh, very wide at that final corner.
Gap to car in front is 16.5 seconds.
So if Perez is already pitted, then he's on a 2-stopper. Yep, Verstappen clearly quicker than me. Fully expected that to be the case because of course he's in a Red Bull. Raikkonen just dips into the 49s. Do a 51.0. Bad. Not great. That's better, just gently run the car out wide. Expect audiences to be low at this moment in time because they're actually qualifying for the Monaco F1 2018 Monaco Grand Prix at the minute. Did we pick a new engine for this? I can't remember. Okay, so we improved to a 50.802. Let's have a look. No, we're still using the same engine we've been using all season. Just a couple laps away from our designated pit stop. Turned in a bit too early there.
The gap to the car ahead is 18.5 seconds.
Verstappen will start picking up just the slightest little bit of my slipstream now as he gets ever closer. But I have a chance of a podium in this race. I am not going to give it up just yet. And what a surprise, my DRS has failed once again, but it's raining so it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go Rick Mix once again.
Second lap to the car behind, 1 second.
Verstappen's lapping a full second quicker than me. Not good. Yep, 1.7 is all the gap that is between me and Max. So Max Verstappen was the guy that I replaced at Red Bull. Okay, so there we go, pit window's open. Oh, our tyre's doing 34%, so to be fair, there's not really... I could probably stretch these out a bit more if I wanted to, but I'd risk losing track position. So I'm not going to do that. Max there's about second, so he's still closing in on me. Will he continue? So, you know what's annoying about this lap? I'm faster. Vettel's in the pits, so Vettel gets first choice on tyres, it seems. Well, for a fresh set anyway. Raikkonen sets new fastest lap, so I don't think it really matters. I'm going to pit anyway.
Are you alright there? Don't worry about the mistake, just focus on the rest of the race.
Not a mistake. Quickly pause it here. I'm happy for him. Ah, right. A long way to go in this race.
Go now.
Perez did make a mistake. He's still... Oh, he's behind me. Through goes Ocon. On a fresh set of inters.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Ooh. That's a lift very slightly there, but yeah, I imagine Max will be pitting the next lap or so. Come out in front of Fernando Alonso, so we don't get past... Well, like I said, we've got a clear track, so that will help us. I don't know why I'm still... Oh, that's horrible. That's a horrible sound. Just hit the curb slightly, and you can hear the floorboard dragging along the floor. Someone's out. Someone's out in the first sector. Is it Ferrari? You never know. No, it's Lance Stroll, the guy who qualified at the back of the field. He is out of this race. His miserable Russian Grand Prix is over.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.2 seconds.
Bottas is in the pits as well. So Vettel's pitted. And he's come out behind Max Verstappen.
Okay, distance to teammate 41.7 seconds.
Why the hell am I going wide? done that corner for 27 laps, and for whatever reason, it felt like I had no front wing. Right, Hulkenberg in the pit, so he's a long way down actually.
Okay, the gap behind is 7.6 seconds. Nico is in the pits.
Once again, I don't think Hulkenberg's scoring any points here today. Right, another strong showing from ourselves. Verstappen's in the pits.
Raikkonen's the race leader.
He's getting rich mix. We improved to a 150.3. Where's Max? There he is. You know what? I think Max has got me. He's a long way up the road. Yes, he is. We're going to try and pick up the slipstream. Max Verstappen has jumped me for position. That mistake last time round has cost us dearly. Can we get Max while his tyres are cold? So if we're going to have any chance of passing Max, we have to do it now. It's going to be really difficult. Running wide's not going to help.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
Keep it in rich mix because I want to get him. We improved to a 49.9. That's not bad, to be honest. Here we go. Right in his slipstream. We'll try and make a move into turn one. Does Max go defensive?
Still got right tyres for the time being.
A bit aggressive there. Thought I could have cut across him. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. We banged wheels, but we got the position.
Okay, gap ahead is 25.2 seconds.
25 seconds behind the Ferraris. Now I've got someone to play with. I say it was important we got him as early as possible before he got up to speed. We've done that. Now the job is to stay in front. Saying no DRS, so Max isn't going to be able to close right up on us. Very wide there. But like I say, it's up to Max now. 23 laps of this Russian Grand Prix remains. We've got 23 laps to stay in front of him. Down the straights, we do seem quicker than Max Verstappen, which is a surprise, as our engine power is not good. Maybe it's just our setup. Maybe we're just good where it, down the straight. We did catch him pretty quickly down that back straight before we passed him, so. That's another question. We don't know where Lewis Hamilton is either. Is Hamilton going to be, is he going to be in this group? So obviously he pitted at the end of the 4th lap after hitting Ricciardo. Like I said, as soon as we get in a straight line, that's it. We pull away, just through the corners. Where we struggle. So, like I said, hopefully as we improve the chassis, that will change. So Vettel's about 7 seconds behind Raikkonen. We're 26.5 seconds behind Vettel. We're about a second in front of Verstappen. Like I said, I'm not trying to catch Vettel. Don't see it happening. Don't have the car underneath me to catch Vettel. To nick a podium at the 4th race of the season, I will certainly be happy with that. Vettel's out! Sebastian Vettel out of the race.
Safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Virtual safety car is deployed. Okay, slow down, slow down.
So
your
no
delta
point
is
hitting.
negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
There's Vettel, so he has just gone on. So we're now in P2.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green. Green flag.
Well, failure on a Ferrari. A short 1-2 for the team. It's not only going to turn out to be 25 points, that is going to help Raikkonen in his championship bid against Vettel, that's for sure. But Raikkonen has to finish the race as well. If Raikkonen retires, we could win this, but that is asking for a lot. We know this game has an habit of gifting stuff to players. But I like the random retirements. I think that, you know, if always throws up something in the air. I said, all I would like to see now is for us to have like a sudden engine failure down this straight without needing the engine to be warm as fuck. There we go. Max definitely seems to have turned up the ante. We were very wide coming off that final corner. 20 laps to go. We're in the final quarter of this race. Already 2 tenths up in the first sector, which is good. Now, do we still have that straight line advantage over Verstappen? Let's have a look. Ever so slightly as Raikkonen dips into the well, he's almost into the 47s now. Oh, that's horrible from us. And Verstappen down the outside. Try and get him back.
The gap to the leader is 37.2 seconds.
Trying to use the Richards to help us. Go. What can we do? We've got the Red Bull of Max behind us.
Terrible, but that water is draining away. I think the intermediate is going to stay the
So Sebastian Vettel is out of this race, which is why we're in P2. Raikkonen continues to go faster and faster. Two big names out of this Grand Prix. Daniel Ricciardo very early on, and now the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel. Will that have dire consequences come the end of the season as we improve to a 49-1? Like I say, guys, if you like what you see, hit that follow button so you can see more F1 content on the channel. Subscribe to the YouTube page, which is Raratron89, so you can catch up with the whole career mode so far. And like I say, I just hope you've enjoyed what has been a long-ass haul of a career mode. Let's say, guys, if you want to tune in as well later on onto my channel, I'll be hosting the SF1 Racing League. It's the GP2 League, and they'll be kicking off at 8:30 at Bahrain. So it'll be 8:30 British time. I'll be hosting them. So if you want to come by and watch some league racing, do feel very free to. Something I'm trying more often. Every Saturday, Sunday at 8:30, you have GP2 on Saturdays, GP1 on Sunday. I was involved in last Sunday's race, but for now I'm taking a back seat until something changes in my life. That allows me to do the league racing again. Well, in that particular division anyway. So yep, 8:30 GMT. Tune in on this channel as I'll be hosting KR 17 for the GP2 race of Bahrain as SF1 kick off the second race of the short season. Last time out, Mr. Positively Glad, as you guys will know him, or Pos Glad or whatever, was absolutely dominant from the front, won the race. Can he do the same in Bahrain as Verstappen is right behind me again? We are very slow in that first sector, and then we just build up the gap again as the lap goes on. As we get the exit, we get the speeds off the the exit speeds off the corners. We seem to be quicker in a straight line than the Red Bull, which I'm very surprised at, because I did spend a lot of time developing that engine. Oh, bloody hell. One more, we get a penalty. Definitely don't want that. "14 laps to go this race, guys." Oh, 16, sorry. 16 lap, no. Lap 37. Yeah, so 17 laps. No? No, I was right first time, 16 laps. There we go. Yeah, we've got 16 laps left of this Grand Prix. Maths was escaping my head then for a second. So we were 25 seconds behind Vettel when the pit stops were done. We're now 40 seconds behind Raikkonen, so he's obviously got... I told you that they would just run away as the race went on, and that's indeed what's happened here today. This car's felt good all weekend, it really has. We haven't added anything. The first upgrade of the season comes at the Canadian Grand Prix. So why this car all of a sudden feels good is beyond me. But like I say, the aim for this season is just to be consistent, score relatively high points, so we can, you know, at least give someone a bit of a headache. Like I'm going to get a penalty. I can feel myself like just cutting them corners a bit too much.
We've got a 15-minute spout of light rain, which will then move into heavy rain conditions.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so we've got a 15-minute spell of light rain, which will transition into heavy rain. Now, so that means we're going to have heavy rain by the end of the race, surely, because there's 15 laps left of this race. We may just escape the heavy rain. Miserable day in Russia today. Raikkonen does a 48.0. Attempts off our best. Verstappen staying at roughly about half a second behind. I say he's definitely not able to do anything about us in a straight line, which is good. Well, I reckon if it was dry, it probably would. Well, if it was dry, he'd have DRS, so he definitely would be able to. That corner there where I'm losing all the time. I have to lift, the Red Bull doesn't. That's just a lack of just the chassis not working well through there, through fast corners. Raikkonen out on his own, and he's continually setting fastest lap after fastest lap. We ran wide. Oh, we've hit Verstappen. Come back on track. We've hit Verstappen. Has he got wing damage? Can't quite tell. Seems alright. So I was actually lost a Grand Prix victory here. Or was it a podium? I can't remember actually. It was either a podium or a Grand Prix victory here to Daniel Ricciardo at that corner. Well, no. Well, yeah, it was at that corner on the final lap. So it was devastating when it happened. So, like I said, battling around here again. A bit of history between me and the Red Bulls. Doing this for Team Renault now. Oh, there's a huge gaggle of traffic coming up. Oh, this is going to be interesting. And fun. I reckon my teammate's going to be in this traffic. Quite sure. I don't think I've lapped anyone yet.
Okay in this weather. We're watching the amount of standing water on the road. For now, we think it's safe to stay with the Inter.
Oh my God, Raikkonen! Stop it! Close up to a Sauber. So we've got Max behind us who's pushing us very hard, has been since we made our one and only pit stop because it has been wet all this race. Very shocked that I'm even up here in these positions. So we improved to a 48.7. Use Rich once again to try and stay in front of that Red Bull. He'll catch us in the first sector though, because that's where we lose all our time. And the glare of the sun, that's the first time I've seen it, but we have got heavy rain on the way. That will probably hit the track after the Grand Prix is over, so don't need to worry about it too much. The whole gaggle of cars that we're catching up to. Can we navigate them successfully without damaging the car? A bit wide there. Verstappen was a second behind us going through the first sector time split, but then of course this part of the track will suit the Red Bull so much because of how good aerodynamically it is, and the chassis, don't forget. I say guys, if you like what you see, hit that follow button so you can see more F1 content on the channel. Subscribe to the YouTube page, which is Rabbitron89, so you can see what's happened in the whole career mode. So like I say, we're in season 8, not that long to go. The aim is to complete the career mode before F1 2018 comes out, and we do it all again. Well, I have a funny feeling I'm not going to have as much time with F1 2018 as I've had with this game. Well, you never know. You never know. Right, here we go. So Marcus Ericsson, first car that we've come up to lap. Will he get out of my way nicely? Eight tenths down on that lap. Jeez, what happened there? Alright, so we're going to pick up the slipstream of Ericsson. Will Ericsson move out of the way? No. Definitely got sucked in then by the Sauber.
Heavy rainfall on track in about 10 minutes.
Heavy rain in 10 minutes. Ericsson, get out of my way. Well, he's right in front of Verstappen, so that's not helped him. He did clip Ericsson ever so slightly. Definitely these guys have thrown us off our game a little bit. So you've got both Salvas, both Toros, a Haas. Who else is in this group? Horrible exit off the first corner. Oh, well, first corner, off the final corner there. 10 laps remaining. See the Force India catching up with us as well. Of Sergio Perez. Perez was in front of Verstappen for a while until he locked up somewhere and allowed Verstappen through. Since then, Verstappen's kind of been a pain in my ass. Look at this. Look at this traffic here. Oh, please tell me that's not Hulkenberg at the very front of this queue. Verline lets us through. Oh, you're going to make a dive on Sainz. No, we've touched him though. And it is indeed my teammate that is holding all these guys up. Well, this is going to be very satisfying, lapping my more experienced teammate who's been racing in F1. Well, he raced in F1 in 2010, the debut season there with Williams. And then, of course, he sort of had a year away, didn't really get signed up after that. Then was named as Force India driver for 2012. As F.I.A lets me through, thank you very much. Let's see where Max is. Max is behind both of them cars. Oh, we've hit Magnussen.
Okay, clear.
Magnussen's in the wall. Try going around the outside. Verstappen's past all the lap cars. Just need to get past our teammate now, who's in P11. One position outside the point. Should anyone else retire in this race? Come on, guys, tell him to let me through. Go, Rich Mix. Thanks for that, Nico. Thanks for that very much. Stopped it on the racing line. Had to slow down. And Verstappen through as well. So going through all of them cars hasn't really worked out as much as I'd like. I was hoping Verstappen would have got held up or whatever, but he's back with us again. We have got 8 laps remaining. 8 laps now of a straight fight between myself and Verstappen. He hasn't really been able to get close to do anything. I mean, he has once made a mistake and he shot down the outside, but we got him back straight away. We are like 50 odd seconds behind Kimi Räikkönen. Final corner.
We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
So a flash of pink, so he's behind Grosjean and Hulkenberg. Here's Sergio Perez. Tyre wear only at 26%. Tyre wear is virtually non-existent around this track. I love it so much. It's probably why I can do well around here. Be as aggressive as I want, and tyre wear won't really be that much of a factor. Close to doing a new personal best. Well, it definitely answers the question whether Lewis Hamilton's in the points or not.
Some information on Ocon. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
Ocon has a mechanical problem, so he's slowing down. In fact, I think he's out. Out of the Grand Prix, I think he might be. Or was that puncture for someone? That's a puncture actually.
Heavy rain within 2 minutes time.
Heavy rain in 2 minutes. Okay, so the heavy rain is actually going to get here before the race ends. That is exactly what we need, especially when you're not exactly on the most fresh of tyres. I mean, yes, they've still got some life in them. So the last 4 laps are going to be quite treacherous. Is it that's crawling in the second sector there? It is probably Ocon. Should mean that Hulkenberg is in the points. Actually, so maybe it is going to be a double points finish for Renault today.
The track is clear. Green flag. You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
Eye on fuel. Fuel looking good. Fraction down. But we are almost a minute behind Kimi Räikkönen. So he goes across the line, does a 47.2. Keep the second place, that will definitely help us in the driver market. Three tenths off our personal best. We're definitely over a minute behind Räikkönen now. My life never be the same. It's girl, you came and changed the way I walked, the way I talked. I cannot explain.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
That's the second time in this race that's popped up and it scared me. It's DRS. Well, it's not like DRS has been a major factor in this race anyway, because it's been wet all race. Just taking it. I am noticeably taking it a lot easier now. I probably shouldn't, but at the same time, I don't want to lose the second place. Hey Jack, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream, I hope you're well. And enjoying what is, well, it's the second day, well, it's the first day technically into a bank holiday weekend, although I do classify Friday nights as part of the weekend. So, yeah, anyway, welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're well. I think what is saving us here is whatever setup we're using, it's definitely helping us down the straights, and Verstappen just can't live with us. Which again I'm saying I'm shocked about, because we did a lot of work on that Red Bull engine when we were there, before we moved to Renault. Lap coming up, and that's the first time in a while we've actually greened something by 3 tenths. Holy cow, I don't know whether that's just a change in track conditions or what. Come on, get in there, there we go. I do feel like this end of the sector though hasn't been favourable to us, so yeah, we lost 2 tenths, but it's fine. We improved to a 48.6. Be happy with that. Penultimate lap. Still in front of Verstappen. That is the important thing here. like I said, the Red Bulls are the cars that we target in every race. You know, if we can have a battle with them, you know, try and keep with them if we can. So of course, they're nowhere near the pace of Mercedes and Ferrari. Although at the minute, Red Bull are actually on the pace of Mercedes and Ferrari. So either Mercedes' pace have continued to drop off, as it has done since the end of Season 2, or like the development of Red Bull have helped them close the gap, then yeah, like I say, if it brings Mercedes closer to us, because we definitely seem like, you know, we can score solid points. You know, we're either at the pace, on the pace of the Red Bulls, or we're just slightly slower. So, like I say, it's all good. I think Force India's we do well. Ocon were definitely more faster than. So to be fair, every race we should be aiming for about 8th place at the minute in time. But I like to drive the wheels off cars, and 8th place to me is not good enough.
Heavy rain to stay a while. Doesn't look like it's moving anytime soon. This is your
And we improved to 48.5.
race. There's only one
Hit
round of fuel
every
remaining.
apex now. And Kimi Raikkonen wins this race very convincingly. Of course, Vettel no score, so it's going to be a huge ton of points going towards Raikkonen's championship charge. Will Vettel's retirement here today have dire consequences on the results at the end of the season? We won't know for a while yet. Very neat and tidy end to the lap. And I think it is going to be second place here today. We've 47.8.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Brilliant job, mate. That's a fantastic podium. Super
Second
driving,
place.
strong pace.
Truly
Very,
amazing.
very happy.
Oh, I'm happy with that. Second place, first podium of the season. How many more can we get?
So, another excellent win from Ferrari. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres, but at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone
on the
else.
podium.
That's exactly what they had today.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
And as we can see, it's time for the podium, and as the drivers make their way out, there's a familiar red suit making its way to the top step. Fantastic win for Ferrari.
Raikkonen there with a slight glimmer of a smile. There we go, the yellow and black suit is me. We're on the podium. What will that do? Like I say, if we can survive Baku and Spa
now let's
and
take
other
a look
races
at the
like that,
driver's
we will have a
standings.
huge
Kimi
chance.
Raikkonen
We
takes
just
over
need to
the
keep
lead
upping
of
that
the
line. We can't
championship
afford it to go
after
down,
that
because if it goes
excellent
down,
result.
we're screwed.
And now I'd
We
like
really
to
are.
ask you,
Anyway, the
Anthony
classifications
Davidson, who
for
was
this
your
Russian
driver
Grand
of the
Prix,
day?
Kimi
I'd
Raikkonen
say Max
absolutely
Verstappen
romps
earns
away
that
with it.
title today. Opportunistic,
1
I
minute
think
and
is the
6
word.
seconds ahead of
Something
myself.
he's become known for
Max
during his short
Verstappen
career
comes
so
third
far, and it's
to
served him
come
well here.
round off the
And
podium
now
after
let's take a
starting
look at the
10th, so not
constructors'
bad
standings.
from the
Ferrari
Dutchman.
extend
Perez
their
4th,
lead at the
Bottas
top of the
5th,
championship.
Fernando Alonso
There
in
was also
6th, so
strong
a good
showing
haul of
from the
points from
McLaren
McLaren.
team today, as they
Hamilton
made their
7th,
way up
Massa
the
8th, Van Dorn 9th,
After
so
all
double
that
points finish from
excitement,
McLaren
it's
actually.
time for a lie down, I
Grosjean
think.
in 10th,
Thanks for
he
joining
pips
us, and
Hulkenberg for the
goodbye
final
until the
point of the
next
season.
race.
My teammate is doing absolutely nothing this season, I'm getting frustrated about it. Ocon, after his puncture, dropped down to 12th. Kvyat 13th, Carlos Sainz 14th, Pascal Wehrlein 15th, Ericsson 16th, and Magnussen went 2 laps down. Oh, of course, yeah, that's because we hit him, didn't we, when we lapped him. So, yeah, my bad, my bad. Let's have a look at the DNF. Sebastian Vettel DNF'd at the round about the midway point when we found ourselves, well, it was not long after the our round of pit stops, so obviously he retired. And we had to basically just stay in front of Verstappen for second place. Turned out, instead of being a battle to stay on the podium, it's a battle to keep hold of second place. Lance Stroll retired, and Daniel Ricciardo retired very early on. He was in third place, battling with Hamilton. Unfortunately, the way he retired was weird because he went to pull off, then he pulled back on and collected Hamilton, making him have wing damage. So obviously Hamilton had to pit. It was weird. It was weird. Let's have a look at the standings anyway. Kimi Räikkönen moves to the top of the table, but 18 points clear of Sebastian Vettel. Hamilton is third. Me and Verstappen move up to 4th and 5th retrospectively. I'm on 32 points now, which is good. We've displaced Ricciardo, Perez and Bottas. Alonso moves up to 12th, 9 points, 5 points in front of Magnussen, who moves down along with Hulkenberg. Van Dorn scores his first points of the season, so he moves to 15th. Displaces Sainz. Kvyat moves up to 17th, Stroll down to 18th, Wehrlein down to 19th, Ericsson down to 20th. Constructors, Ferrari are, well, they're on 154 points, 85 points in front of Mercedes, who are only 2 points in front of Red Bull. Force India 4th, which is good. McLaren 7th, well, they move up to 7th for displacing Williams, and of course you've got Toro Rosso there in 9th, and Sauber no points. What a Grand Prix, just consistency. We only got 2 warnings in that race, but like I say, it's more lenient when it's wet than it is when it's dry, so it's a shame I didn't know what, like, so we'll have to wait till next season now to figure out what that will be. We move on to 820 points, so that's not too bad. We move 2 points clear of Ocon in the rivalry update, which is good. There we go, that's what we want to see. Huge gains from Mercedes and Force India. Only a little bit from Ferrari, but that's probably because we got beat by Raikkonen. So that is good. I mean, it's not enough to warrant a mid-season drive. You never know. You never know. You just got to keep pushing and hoping. Ooh, contract event.
Hey, you'll like this. I just got out of a meeting with the boss and, well, congratulations. You've done a great job. Here.
I am now first team driver. Ooh, and we have this as well. Which is good. Let's just have a quick look and see where we are on this. We've bought that, which is good. So now we want that, which is 1350. So we're about 500 points away. So maybe two races away from buying that upgrade, which is not too bad. Like I say, the aerodynamics though, look at that. We are second in the table. It's everywhere else. Chassis, we're third from bottom. Engine, we're fourth from bottom. So we just need to improve the car ever so slightly. We all do. Let's go to the invitational event. Hopefully, we'll pick up another bonus for doing this event. which will help develop the car a bit more quicker.
Welcome to today's invitational event, where some of the world's
Sorry, Crofty, I'm not interested. Here we go. There's 3 laps around here, chasing the classic cars. We've got the 92 Williams, the 95 Ferrari, the 96 Williams, the 98 McLaren, the 1988 McLaren. And away we go. Again, it's wet again, so a huge dive down the inside. I was running him rich for that long. Well, we've got a move being made here. I think that's the 95 Ferrari passing the 96 Williams. Oh no, it's the 98 McLaren. Oh, looks of it. Ah, shit. We'll slam straight into the back of that car then. There we go, we're going to absolutely breeze past this Honda. Such a beautiful car. And across the line. That was good, I enjoyed that.
Hey, our upgrade pace is looking solid right now. but I do think we need to push harder if we want to stay competitive.
Jeff, Chris, for God's sake, alright, we're trying, alright? But the things that we need cost money. It's something we don't have just yet. But we're getting the bonus of being first team driver now as well, so that's really good. So we're going to get little extra points. It's going to be like 50 extra points, but all the points count at the end of the day. We've got the Spanish Grand Prix next. I don't know when that will be. But guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been a really fun race to do. We were very consistent in tricky conditions in Russia. Despite being kind of bonked about a bit in the... through the first and couple of corners. We managed to survive the Hamilton-Ricciardo debacle. We survived the large queue of traffic as well, which was good. But guys, thank you very much for watching. Do hit that follow button so you can see more F1 content on this channel when it does appear. And subscribe to the YouTube page, which is Raratron89, so you can catch up with 8 seasons of career mode. 8 seasons doing full distance. Just absolutely insane. Some great races, some... Unfortunately, not great races, but, you know, when you do 8 seasons and you crash out and whatnot, it's going to happen. But thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon for the Spanish Grand Prix. Probably one of my most favourite races on this game. See you soon. Peace.